Hey guys, Professor Omen here. I'm here with a special guest, namely Omen, aka one of the hosts of StriatonRadio. So, Omen, introduce yourself to the crowd of Professor Omen's YouTube channel.
I'm Omen. Actual name is Don, but few people really call me that anymore. But I'm a regular appearance on StriatonRadio. I really don't want to say I'm a full host because I only started episode 14.
I think.
So, I mean, a lot of people pretty much identify me as a regular host there, but the truth of the matter is I'm still under classification of guest host.
If viewers of my YouTube channel don't know what StriatonRadio is, it'll be linked in the bottom, as it will be for the rest of my videos, because I'm totally in love with StriatonRadio. And it's super effective, another type of Pokemon podcast where they talk about Pokemon, TCG, and other kinds of battle stuff. But today, the focus of our interview is Mr. Don, aka Omen himself. So first off question, Omen, what got you into Pokemon? How did you start?
A friend of mine got word of the Japanese releases of the original red and green versions.
Yes.
And I, of course, had to have it, it was going to be a big thing, it was so cool. So, here I am, like, 11 or 12 years old, and begging my family to import a Japanese version of the game.
Mm-hmm.
But, of course, that also required, because back then, you didn't have regional capabilities or anything. You had to have
the cable
from Japan. Yeah, so they had to buy both a new Game Boy from Japan and the game. So that was interesting. And of course, I've learned to really not like playing things that are based in Japanese because I didn't understand a word of my game. Yeah. So I learned at a young age that, and bear in mind, too, this is an age and a time when your language guides and everything didn't exist. The internet was not the monster it is today. If you wanted to learn how to play your game, you went to the local convenience store and bought the player's guide.
Or you got your local friend who knew how to play the game.
Well, again, this was just when the Japanese game was starting.
Yes.
This was before any of my friends knew how to play the game.
Okay, so in case you guys were wondering, that is how Omen started his Pokemon journey. Just like all of us, just like Ash, who no one really likes. So, for your next question then, what is your claim to fame in the Pokemon, like, fan base and stuff? Well, what are you known for?
Well, I think the obvious answer would be appearing on StriatonRadio, but more specifically, I do seem to have a lot of intel and knowledge for competitive I'm very good at theory. I'm very good at identifying the main threat list and good counters for it. Admittedly, though, I'm really out of touch with my own practice, so prediction and everything kind of sketchy, but I'm gonna work to fix that, because, well, I kind of quit the competitive scene back in Gen 4, 2009, was my last BGC, which, the sad thing is, it was a hack that pretty much kept me from being the national winner.
So in short...
I was actually projected to be the Canadian representative.
Oh, okay. Hail Canada and all that, right?
Well, yeah, until Canada got a kick in the groin because of hacks.
So, for those that didn't really listen to that, in short, he's a walking Smogon and Cerebi. He's an expert in things battle, in things competitive, and in general Pokemon knowledge. So, does that summarize what you just said?
It's a fair summary. A walking Smogon. Granted, though, bear in mind, I'm a walking Smogon as in the information, not the elitist, not... Smogon itself isn't bad, but it has drawn a very terrible community of late.
Oh, I see. Okay, your next question is, what are your top 3 favorite Pokemon?
Believe it or not, that was a hard question once upon a time until I really sat down and started to consider it. Immediately I can say Seviper and Snover are my 2 top favorites. The third one, I'd have to say, would be a bit tricky, but it'd be a tie between Manectric and Slowking.
Oh, Manectric and Slowking. Okay.
And Slowking only happened recently because of, well, if you listen to StriatonRadio, which is what my Slowpoke was named until it evolved into Slowking. So that's kind of what my fascination is with Slowking.
Oh, I see. So it's Seviper, Snover, and Slowking. Do you lead with a certain Pokemon that you like favor over others, or do you just throw in leads just because everyone else uses these kinds of leads?
Myself, lately I've been more of a quirk kind of guy, like something a little bit different. One of my favorite leads to start off with is usually like a trick. They're fun to mess up, because you know your opponent's going to use a lead. If not, they're going to use something that is not going to like being Choice Scarf or Specs or Bandit. Because that's usually what they do for opening up, is use something that's versatile. Well, once you take away its versatility, pretty much without KOing it, you've eliminated
crippled it,
that person's team. But lately I've been working on a Poison Monotype team of mine, and I actually am growing more favored to Toxic Spike leads in that, because surprise, Venoshock is a component in my team.
Speaking of that team, if you want to try to face it, sign up on a StriatonRadio's Trainer House, and then you can fight, or request to fight, some of the hosts and their teams, including Omen's Mono Poison team, am I correct?
Yep.
Alright.
And I also have a double Sand team.
Sand. Who doesn't love sand?
I don't know, once you see my Hippo on me, you might not like the sand as much.
Ooh, Hippowdon, not Tyranitar?
Yeah, I've got a Tyranitar to start sand, and my Hippowdon is actually Sand Force.
Ooh, secrets. So if you're listening to this, you know what's on Omen's team. Or some of what's on Omen's team.
Within the Strike Challenge shows.
I see. Recently on Twitter, you've been tweeting things such as breeding fossil Pokemon, breeding this Pokemon, breeding that Pokemon. Aside from StriatonRadio, what other community are you famous in?
Well, I'm actually an administrator for the Chaos Trade Shop.
Chaos Trade Shop?
chaostrade.blogspot.com, .ca, .co.uk. I mean, Blogspot changes its base depending on what nationality you're in. So,
if you don't know or didn't hear what he said, that link will be in the description box below. So explain what this Chaos Trade Shop is to the people who don't know what it is.
It's ultimately a trading community. We kind of have our library. We're mostly into like the Dream World hidden ability Pokemon, and we have all the females of that variety available. We have a list of what we have, a list of what we're still looking for, and we'll usually, for a reasonable offer, like we'll trade a female of that Pokemon for people to use for themselves. but the ultimate goal, we're trying to get, like, just other Pokemon, like with good IVs, or with, that are shiny, that kind of stuff, so that we have more trade options available. But that's a slow-going process because, well, likely response from people is they really like the Dream World Pokemon.
Yes, we really do. And I'm currently looking for a Dream World Swinub, or Swinub, however you say it. I remember that's not available yet on the PS Shop.
No, it's not. We're still looking for it too, but I've kind of taken a week off from Dream World in the trade shop. Because, I mean, I did a lot of breeding last week. I'm just kind of worn out from it. And I've really got to finish my own poison team. So.
Yes. Okay. So, now that you guys know a little more about Omen than you did before, or if you didn't know him at all, now you know him, this is a quick interview with Omen, aka Don McRae, is your last name?
Yeah.
Alright. And can you tell him where we can contact you?
Mainly Twitter. It's twitter.com. /XSilentOmenX. Or if you prefer the Twitter handle, you just @XSilentOmenX.
And that will be in the description box too. All the links in this whole video will be in the description box.
I don't usually hang out Cerebi in that.
Oh, except okay, so thank you, Omen, for your time. I might not be very good at it, but I hope my viewers enjoyed this little interview that we had with together.
Well, they enjoy it because I really don't like being a boring individual.
Thank you for your time once again, Omen, and remember, you guys, subscribe to the, was it top left, top right? Whatever, it's on top of me, subscribe, and yes, any comments on this should be in the comment section. If you want to get a hold of me, get me on my Twitter, which will be in the description box, and remember, this is Pokemon. It's some real gangster stuff, man. Alright, I'm out.